Hey, good morning. So it's 5 in the morning. I figured I would do a quick review of the Philips Baristina. So I'm not a coffee connoisseur by any means necessary. I do like coffee. We drink a lot of coffee in this house. At the end of the day, we usually drink instant coffee because it's easy, and sometimes I'm lazy. It's 5 in the morning. I don't want to go through the process. Now I've got cold brew machines. I've got lots of French presses. I've actually got about a $700 espresso machine over there from DeLonghi, and I don't use it because it's loud. It's a pain in the ass. It usually makes a mess. I don't want to grind my stuff up. I know that lots of people, they like grinding all their beans and doing that in the morning. That's fine. That's perfectly great. When I worked up north, we did all that. We made everything custom every morning, and it was because the longer it took us to make coffee, the longer it took us to actually get to work. Yes, that's a cheat code. Anyway, I was cruising through my social medias, and this product came online and showed up. And so I looked it up, and currently at Best Buy, it's half off. So it's 249 Canadian, I believe. So what's that? That's like $15 American, right? So it's pretty inexpensive. It's an all-in-one. I ended up using Visa points, got it for $6. So essentially it has a few functions. So it's got 3 buttons on top. You've got espresso, add, and it's add bean or add water. And then you've got a lungo, I believe it's called, which is just an espresso with more water. So, a coffee. Beans go up top. It auto grinds them. Now, the reason why this might not work for a coffee connoisseur, as they say, is you can't adjust the fineness of the grinds. For most other people, the convenience of the machine are easy. I watched a bunch of videos online and they kind of went through everything, but they didn't really say any of the small little quirks or negatives about it. It took us a little bit to figure out how to use it properly. It is really simple though. Another thing in the back here is the water reservoir. You'll get about 7, maybe 8 coffees out of it. So it's a good size. Has a little pour spout in the front. So it just kind of clicks in. I'll add a little bit more beans just so you can see. No big deal. I'm just trying Kicking Horse. Guess I really shouldn't say trying because I've used it before. Kicking Horse is awesome coffee. So I'll show you how, and the convenience of it is really good too, the way you clean it. Super easy. You're not having to get a knock box and hammer out the espresso machine or any of that crap. So we'll go through it. I'll show you exactly what I do, how it's easy. It's actually relatively quiet, but let's start it out. So I don't really have proper cups. I do, but they're big because, like I said, we drink instant coffee. So like my mugs that I use are huge. With this, it's much stronger. It tastes great. And you'll see these videos where people will have a sip at the end and be like, oh, that's good. It's like, yeah, of course it is. You chose the beans. So you didn't chose dumpster beans. So of course it's going to taste good. Anyway, if your cups are too big, you can pull this out. No big deal. It's just a little catch. So you put your coffee in. I'll bring you over here. So like I said, here's the 3 buttons. So the way that I do it is I'll hit the lungo, then I'll hit extra beans, and then all you do, 1 finger, slide it over. That's it. You can tell it's not that loud. So then once it's done, it grinds the beans fresh. That knocks over. And look at that, there's your fresh coffee. Now, in my opinion, 1 is not really strong enough. Or sorry, it's strong enough, but it's not enough liquid. I do like to enjoy my coffee more than 1 lungo or 1 espresso. Maybe have 6, 7 sips of it, not just 3. So as soon as it's done with this process, I'll show you what we do next. So it's done. Once this stops flashing, it's ready to go. Now, 2 settings here. If the bean button flashes really quickly, you're out of beans. If the lungo button flashes really quickly, you're out of water Obviously, add more, it'll reset. The directions I got didn't really say anything. So now we're done. As you can see, just about half of that glass. So then what I'll do, hold this down for 5 seconds. 3 Mississippi, 4. And then it's going to run more water through. And I find that gives me the perfect amount of coffee for the morning. Now I'll probably have 2 of these. Like I said, I like to drink coffee. And there you go. Now you've got your full-size cup of coffee. Now, should we do that? I guess we should give it a try, hey? Let's do the standard. Good. So one of the things none of the reviews said is, and this varies, so today's not that bad. If I zoom in here, there's a little bit of residue. That's not bad. But there have been times where it's literally, it's a good amount. It's enough that it's like, oh, okay. Like this is enough that I'm gonna clean this right away. I like all my stuff to stay relatively clean, especially when you get white appliances. But that's just something to note. None of the reviews that I saw said anything about any residue or anything falling from up here. The next part, this is my favorite part, super easy, pulls out. If you look in here, there you go, there it is. It's literally just a puck, button on the bottom, push the button, puck falls out. This is clean. Now, if you got plants in the house, you can throw those right into your plants. They're real good for it. But that's it. That's your garbage. Like, that's fabulous. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, hope this helped a little bit. Have a great day.